Hello, everyone. Should authors promote their their work and be active online, just like I am now with my new book, The Ecstasy and the Ignominy, being available for purchase? Should you be interested? But anyway, had to get that in there. but anyway, because there's an argument that by being present online or by an author putting their face out there, that they are somehow tainting their own work by doing that, and or by people may because in some ways, if an author has an online account, they are the attraction more so than their work. And I've always found that to be a downside of an author promoting their work online, is that the author is in the past, if an author got media attention, it would be because of their work. But nowadays, if an author's work gets me, if an author gets media attention, if an author's work gets media attention, it's because of the author. It's the other way around. It's the opposite of what it used to be, and and a lot of that has to do with the fact that with self-published authors have to promote their work. They can't rely on a publishing company to do it for them, and even many traditionally published authors also have to promote their work online. They can't rely on the publishing company to do everything for them. So in the past, a writer could be reclusive and not give a lot of interviews or put themselves out there because um, their work would sell itself, or the publishing company would do it. But it doesn't work that way anymore. So if an author wants to be an independent author, especially, they have to get out there and promote their work somehow. Otherwise, people aren't going to know about it. But I can see the point that that one of the downsides of that is that the author can become the focus when the real focus should be on their work. And so I've always found that to be a downside. But there are upsides. To me, there are three main reasons why I promote my writing and work online. Again, one is because I want to draw more attention to my work and make sure that more people know about it. That's definitely the most prominent and important reason. But there are other reasons too. Like, for example, I also like giving readings because it gives people a chance who may not even buy my work to also enjoy it on a micro level, even if they don't understand some of the context of what's being said. So that's one reason. That's one of the reasons I do readings, as well as for promotional purposes. Another reason, though, another reason why I often why I why I am active online is because I enjoy conversing with other authors. I enjoy being in an author community, mainly because I don't really have anything like that within my own life, and I don't have really any author friends or anything like that within my life. And that's something I'm going to expand upon and talk about in a later video, which will probably be one of my longer ones. But yeah, I don't have an author community in my life, and there are many reasons for that. One is the fact that I live in a somewhat rural area where there aren't really any kind of like writers groups or classes or anything that I can go to that are close. Certainly, I mean, so because for example, if I want to do something like that, you have Louisville, which is an hour and a half to the north. But I actually looked once on what do you call it, Meetup, and I couldn't actually find any writers groups in Louisville, even though Louisville's a pretty big city. Um, the nearest writers groups I could find were in like Nashville, which is 2.5 hours south, and so I definitely couldn't go there. I mean, I go to Louisville and Nashville occasionally, but I couldn't go on such a regular. Like, I go to certain conferences and conventions in Louisville several times a year. Um, Up there, usually as a customer, not as a participant. But I can't go to Louisville or Nashville so regularly that I could form any kind of close friendship, that way. And so anyway, so there aren't just so I don't have a lot of opportunities to talk to like-minded people, and we live in a society now where it's very difficult to actually make connections, and then you're also afraid to and it's very difficult to make random conversation with people in public because you don't know whether you're going to have anything in common or how open the person is to speaking. And I'm very bad at making small talk. It's very difficult for me to go from small talk to talking about things that I actually care about. And the writer community online gives me that to a certain degree because I can communicate with authors from around the world, not just within my state or country. But at the same time, it's also limiting though because you can't speak to people face to face. But that's another reason why though I'm online because I like that sense of community. So, but yes, there can be downsides in the sense that people can view can judge your work either some people can be biased when judging your work because they're aware of who the author is. So I think that can be a negative side of promoting yourself online as an author, but there are also a lot of benefits as well.